Start this video. Our thoughts of prayer goes through Dele Alli, and I hope this podcast can go through nicely as well.
Yeah.
And our thoughts of prayers go through him. Hope you enjoy this episode. Thank you. Welcome from the Get Go Podcast, episode 14. I'll go by your host, Big Baby Mike. I'm like,
Big Sabz,
yeah,
as usual.
as usual, we always have Sabz with me as my co-host. Tell me what's really going on. I'm not gonna do that today, but this
I like.
this episode is serious, man. Today, because we've got to talk about something that happened to a footballer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he plays for now. Currently, he's at Everton now.
Well, he's back at Everton.
Yeah, he's in Everton. He went on loan, but the name that is currently trending, and you saw his interview, is by the name of Dele Alli.
Yeah.
So, what's your opinion about him before we get into?
To be honest, with Dele Alli
Mm-hmm.
I remember back, he has because of the Tottenham connection and shit, and I'm an Arsenal fan.
Yeah.
I never used to like him like that.
No, I never. Same for
Like,
me.
I wasn't a fan of him, like, even when I remember, like, when we played Tottenham one time, a match.
Oh yeah, the
And
Carabao Cup, the
and then
quarter
he
final,
was doing the 2-0
the
thing.
2-0 celebration, and then
Yeah.
people chucking. Yeah, I
someone dashed a bottle at him or something.
Yeah, I understand that. That's kind of crazy, man. That's
Yeah.
what I saw from the moment when Dele Alli done that celebration. That's crazy.
Yeah, football wise,
Football wise,
I still hate him.
yeah, I still hate him. When
But
it comes to
like
football,
personal
yeah.
life, what he's going through, like
Yeah.
hopefully everything gets better from here for you, innit?
Oh
We
my,
wish you but nothing but respect.
respect. No, wishing him nothing but the best, man. I saw the interview and I saw what he has done. This is
Yeah.
what I'm reading off the stats from Dele Alli from his career from before to now.
Yeah.
He appeared at MK Dons from 2011 to 2015, and he scored, and he appeared like his appearance was 62. He scored 18 goals for them.
Oh, so he was not like he
No, he-
didn't come through the academy.
No, he wasn't
at
the academy. He
Tottenham.
was in the academy for MK Dons, the youth team
Okay.
in there. So he appeared from that. Then Spurs bought him for 5 mil from 2015 to 2022. 181 goals, 181 appearances, 51 goals.
That's
But
not
in
bad.
2015, interestingly, the remainder of the 2014-15 season, he went back to MK Dons. He appeared in 12 matches, scored 4 goals. So he made his debut at August. Dele Alli, yeah, at 2015. So for the 2015-16 16 season, innit? So it's kind of crazy, man. And then after, 2022, he left that club to join Everton on a free transfer. Yeah, he went for a free transfer. Like, I
Wait,
think
did they not buy him?
Nah, free transfer, Dele Alli, but it could be 40 mil if you reach his criteria, his benchmark, innit? If you meet his objectives, his goals, innit? So he appeared in 13 matches for Everton, but he hasn't scored any goals. Then he went on loan to Baksik, the
Yeah,
Turkish
yeah.
team, yeah.
Besiktas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bakchista, so some Turkish
Yeah,
team on
yeah.
loan. He went there for a season from 2022 to 2023. Appeared in 13 matches, scored 2 goals, but he was injured in February, so he came back on to Everton great training ground. So he's working.
So now he's technically currently
yeah.
Everton player.
He's technically an Everton player now. So how do you feel his career? How
You
do
know what it is?
Yeah.
Like, I watched all his interviews, yeah. He said
Mm-hmm.
it got to a time where I looked myself in the mirror and then just felt like quitting.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, what he's going through, he's not the only person that is going through it.
Yeah.
Like, everyone is going through mental health, and mental health is serious now.
Yeah. No. Mental health is for real. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Like in the video that you saw the last episode or two, that I put like mental health is just as important as physical conditions and all
Yeah.
of that. That's why I'm gonna put that in that video
Mhm.
for this episode, for the next episode, and for the episode after that, just so
Yeah.
that we can give a little bit of awareness to the people around the world, so that they can understand.
Yeah.
But Dele Alli, yeah, I watched his interview, yeah, earlier today. Crazy. I think I was watching it, and it's crazy his interview because
No, but
like
like everything that he said and everything he went through, I didn't know that was his life.
I didn't know. Yeah, I didn't know about
I never
that.
knew he the way when he explained it that he got like raped at 6 years old by his mom's friend.
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
nasty and disgusting.
that's disgusting. That's not right. That's no, that's just disgusting.
And then he was talking about
He got molested at age 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is from the BBC article, by the way. That's the one I got out. It said Dele Alli, Everton midfielder, says he was sexually abused age 6. That's crazy. So in the interview, emotional interview, he was interviewed by this legendary footballer for England and for Man United, by the name of Gary Neville. Yeah, because he was not only just interviewed, he knew Dele Alli as a person, what he was like when he was training at the England squad. Yeah. So like I think you remember 2015-2016 season. That's when Dele Alli kind of shined, didn't it? Mm-hmm. Especially remember that goal he did against Crystal Palace. Yeah. Did finish. That was actually a good goal. Mm-hmm. I did like it, but yeah, it was.
No, but like it's just so sad, like how his love started. How good he became, and then he just fell off at the end.
Yeah, you felt. Yeah, man. I think that's what we don't know what they were going through. That's what we don't.
I didn't know he was going through.
Yeah, I judge him as a footballer. I don't judge him as a.
Yeah, as a character.
It's just
football-wise, like I don't like you because of the Arsenal thing.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah, that's.
But like personal life.
I don't know you, but.
I don't know what your situation is, and I respect that.
Yeah.
Because mental health is not something to joke around with.
No.
Someone that is going through mental health, always support them no matter what.
I think it's like mental health is like, it's kind of delicate. I think we need to be sensitive around that.
Hopefully we're going to be talking about it, not next episode.
The episode after that, yeah. We're going to talk about that a lot more. And I feel like mental health is a huge thing, isn't it?
It's a huge thing.
It's a huge thing. I think we talked about it on when he said that. So he did an interview on the Overlap, innit? On YouTube, innit?
Yeah.
So basically, Overlap is like Sky Football. It's like interview famous athletes, talk about their journey, how they overcome through their part to get where they are today, innit? And this is what he said. Yeah, he said in an emotional interview with former England footballer Gary Neville, Dele revealed the abuse he suffered as a child before he was adopted at age 12. So he wasn't adopted before he was 12 years old.
No, because
that's crazy.
I remember he was saying like after he got raped.
Yeah, he was molested.
Yeah, he got sent to Africa for.
Yeah, you got sent to Africa because what he said is that age 6 he got molested, age 7 he was smoking, age 7 he was starting smoking, and he was dealing drugs at age 8.
He said he used to be like delivering that around the neighborhood.
Yeah, so he was doing that. So then after that, then he said about his dad. He said like, listen, this is what he said, and I quote from Dele Alli: at age 7, I started smoking. 8, I started dealing drugs. An older person told me they wouldn't stop her kid on a bike, so I rode around with my football. Then underneath, I had the drug. 11, I was hung off a bridge by a guy from the next estate and a man. That's crazy. So it's like he was already like,
Yeah, he went.
He went through a lot. He went by the next estate. Then then after that, what he said on the quote, age 12, I was adopted. I was adopted by an amazing family. I could have asked for better people to do what they done for me. If God created people, it was them, and that was from him. That's kind of crazy. And he felt like he hasn't got contact with his biological parents, innit?
No.
That's crazy, man. His biological parents, and he said he felt betrayed. And they claimed in 2018, his adopted family were taking advantage of him. Wow. So his biological mum and dad was taking advantage of him, which was like kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So I felt, wow. How was that part so mad and how so ironic it was? You don't know what this guy was going through.
No. I actually didn't know.
Yeah.
I thought he fell off. I haven't heard his name like.
Yeah. So
the last time I heard his name was like 2016, 2017.
Yeah, so the 2015-16 season was good. You know, after that, he was in the England squad from 2015 to 2019. And the last time he appeared was 2019. And he appeared 37 times and he scored 3 goals. One of the goals was from the World Cup. Another goal was from the World Cup qualifiers. And I think the other one I don't know, but I'm gonna check it. But that's crazy. And you know, when he said about Africa, his mum, innit? He said, and I quote, "My mum was an alcoholic, innit?
Yeah.
So she was drinking alcohol a lot.
Yeah.
So he was sent to Africa, innit? He said, I was sent to Africa to stay with my father, to learn discipline. Then I was sent back, he said. So.
Yeah, but like, what discipline does he has to learn? But he was already, like, being abused and
He
getting raped and all that stuff.
No, it wasn't rape though. We wasn't rape. We need to be careful what we say. Rape.
True,
You're not gonna say rape, man. I'm not gonna say sexually abused, innit?
Yes.
I'm gonna say that. I don't know, but what?
True.
Because what he's saying and what he's been told, that's amazing to open up. Because what he said during the interview that he wasn't really opening up to people, innit?
Yeah.
It was so reserved, and it was so like down to like he was so like not opening up to people, and then. He talked about his family was taking him to a therapist and he was not opening up to those people there. So he was more like shut down.
Yeah.
So it's like, in a way that, his mental health is like, he doesn't care what people think. He doesn't care what people think. And that's like...
No, that's why I say, don't fuck what people think.
Yeah.
You put yourself first before anyone else.
Yeah.
Then after you worry about everyone else.
Mm-hmm. I feel like he just went through a lot, fam, for me. And I think that's what... kind of made it crazy. It's like he went through that stage and he's like, wow, that's what he's going through and all of that. I'm thinking that's for him as a person, that's crazy, man. He said and he said about his childhood trauma. He said Dele said he has come out of rehab in America 3 weeks ago, could never have imagined how much he had to get through to get from, as it a lot happened when I was younger. I could never understand and figure it out, and which helped him from that. So like that's kind of crazy. And then when he in the interview when he said like he let it pause when he became like he was crying like when he said he got molested by a non-family member.
Yeah,
that's crazy, blood. To go through that,
that's crazy.
Crazy. In his interview, it got really emotional. That's what kind of touches like when he went through that stages. It's like man. And I feel like, people, in Everton, right?
Yeah.
So, like in the statement, like when they talk about, in the statement, Everton, from the Everton Football Club, yeah, it said, everyone at Everton respect, that's the team we play for, everyone at Everton respect and applauds Dele's bravery to speak about the difficulties he had faced. As well, he seek the help required.
Yeah.
Dele will not be condemning any further interview relate to his rehab. And we asked for his privacy. We asked that his privacy is respected, innit?
Yeah.
While he continued to recover from his injury, so he can receive the full care and support for his needed from his physical and his mental well-being.
Yeah.
So for that, that's what we said. We let him do his own thing. We make sure he's okay, innit?
Yeah.
That's what they were saying like that. That's kind of crazy because, little things like that. In 2016. Let me ask you. You remember when you watched football? You saw that his shirt, his name in the back.
Yeah.
Did you see Did you notice anything about his name? You know how before it was.
Nah, not even.
Not even, but until you saw it, like it used to be Ali, and then he changed it to Dele.
Nah, I didn't clock that. I can't like.
You haven't clocked? No, I clocked that. I clocked that straight away. I clocked it because he doesn't want to do anything to do with his with this. He has no connection with his surname in 2016. So when he saw that, like the name, it's like like Virtual Van Dijk.
Yeah.
Perfect example, right? You always see his name Virtual in it. Nobody else in it. Like, you will never see like Van Dijk, not Van Dijk. It's always Virtual in it.
Yeah.
Virtual in it. So it's Virtual his first name because he has nothing to do with his father and that. So you remember like, another example, Memphis. You know Memphis Depay.
Yeah.
You always see his name Memphis now, innit? Because they don't have no relations to their father and that. Like,
that's sad.
It's sad, man. That's what it is, man. It's kind of peak, man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why in 2016 you said you had no connection with that surname.
Yeah.
That's mad. So yeah, on his addiction, like Dele Alli's addiction, on addiction, he made his senior football like debut at age 16, like by MK Dons in 2012. Impressive as the League One side beat United in the League Cup 2 years later, so in 2014. And then he joined Tottenham Club Fit 2015 in February, but he went on loan, innit? So he stayed there until the end of the season.
Yeah, he went, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you know what it is? I didn't even know he still existed, to be honest with you.
No, it's crazy.
Not in a rude way, but like, it's just
no.
like, for him just to disappear and then just turn out of nowhere.
No, but he was doing so sick in the MK Dons, and at the time, MK Dons was so good at League One, innit? So what League One is, it's like the third tier of football.
Yeah.
So it's a third tier. So like first tier is the Premier League, second tier is like the Championship, third tier is League One, and then fourth tier is League Two, and then it's like National League and non-league and all of that. But that's kind of crazy. Did you know, like, what he said is, like, it's kind of cool. When you watch the video and when you see his interview, when he said, and I quote, it's been going on for a long time without me realizing. Yeah? Things I was doing to numb the feeling I had, didn't realize I was doing it for that purposes, yeah? From that purpose. Whether it would be drinking or whatever, innit? So this guy was having parties, innit?
Yes, 5 minutes.
That's what you're saying in the interview, innit? So you wasn't feeling it. And it started that I got addiction to sleeping tablets. You know sleeping tablets, right? You know footballers, like, they talk about sleeping tablets. And they gone through, like...
Oh, yeah, I remember, what's his name? Onana. That player that Man United are trying to sign now from Enter.
Yeah. Yeah,
I think, because he took, like, when you're a football player, I don't think...
Oh, yeah, I know you're talking about...
You can take anything without concern.
Concern, the paracetamol, innit?
Yeah.
Perfect example, yeah.
Yeah, they cancelled him for a whole year.
Yeah, from Ajax. From Ajax at the time before you went to Inter Milan.
He's a cool player, I can't lie.
He's good. I think he's going to try to sign for United now, innit? That's crazy because they didn't know it could have drugs in that tablets and that.
Yeah.
And I know sleeping tablets. I know footballers, like, they get adrenaline, they get their things going, they're pumped up. They're like, oh shit, I got a game tomorrow. Like, and they have a sleep. It's like sleeping tablets for them is the way, like, okay, so, you know, it could be easier and all of that. So it can go a long way, innit? So that's kind of crazy. And it's like, why we can understand is that footballers are more like tending to be more quiet or more like they're more like adrenaline and like the energy they go in it. So when they said it's probably like when they say it started that I got addicted to sleeping tablets, it's probably a problem not only I have, but something going on more than people realize in football. Now I don't know what's happening behind the scene of football, but I know football, like we love football and we have passion for football. A lot of people said like it's a sleeping, innit? So maybe it's that. Maybe me coming out and speaking about it can help people. Yes, it can help people in a lot of ways because you by opening up means that you caring for these footballers and maybe and not only you're helping for football, I think you're helping as an athlete, innit? And not just athlete, as an entertainer, you know, as a musician, you know, anything you're doing in life, man. It's like, especially with a crowd, especially if you're doing it on tour as well. Like, you know, musicians, like they're doing it tour. Maybe sleeping is a way to help them, innit? But what he said after that is like, I definitely abused them too much. I will stop sometime. I go for a few months without them, but I was never really dealing with the problem. So he wasn't really opening up like that. So he kept things on the way that, you know. They talk about the situation like with, for example, innit? Yeah, what was that? Yeah, when we talk about it, we abuse them too much, and they will stop sometimes, go for a few months without them realizing, like, dealing with the problem, innit?
Yeah.
So that's what you were saying. It's that it could be addiction, could be drugs, could be anything that he's going through, innit? And so, it's crazy because people don't tend to open up the way the problem is going, but it is what it is, man. I think it's it's nice and it's lovely. You know, I hope they go things a long way because by Dele Alli opening up and to his opinion, to his point, it can go a long way, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But yeah, what do you want to say?
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, like
people go through a lot of things.
Yeah, a lot of things.
Just pray to God if you believe in God, and if you don't, just still look after yourself and believe in what, like, never let yourself down. Always believe that you're better.
You're better,
You can do what you want, how you want, how you want to do it. It's just you as a person, what you want to do.
Yeah, 100%.
Us, we can just give you our opinion. We can't hold your hand and tell you what to do.
No, it's for like first he did the first step, and I think by him doing it, he's gonna help so many people around the UK, not just the UK, around the world, seeing that okay, wow, if this guy is doing it, we should do it as well, like as a support, as a United, innit? As a United, as a team, innit? So that's crazy. So Everton Football Club is supporting him behind it. I think the England Club is supporting it behind it. Also, I think there was someone talking about in his I think someone even said about here it is. Even someone said, for example, playing front. They said he wants to be a better person, a better player, which I really, really do appreciate about. Remember Harry Kane and Eric Dyer, you know, they were two accolades for him in his career, innit? When he talked about Gary Lineker, he said very powerful interview, very powerful, like brave what he talked about. That's amazing. You know, the former MK Dons club, they said we're so proud of Dele Alli. Like, no more than now, seeing him as bravery to speak publicly about his mental health, it just goes a long way. So it's kind of crazy. But that's how amazing it is, bro. It's like talking about it. Your opinion about Dele Alli? Oh, yeah.
Dele Alli, yeah, it's a madness, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know any of that stuff about him or anything. And then, it was kind of like, well, a lot of people were hating on him before, but I think everyone's kind of like into him now because they know like his backstory was a bit mad. Yeah,
that's kind of crazy because I heard about his situation. I heard about like, you know, what he was going through. We like everyone just know him as a footballer. We just criticizing him as a footballer. We're not. Nobody's like, until he talked about that bit. All you know is just
just know him as a baller.
Innit?
Yeah.
So
that's the thing. People don't realize that these are real people, innit? They got real shit going on.
The real emotion, innit? So 100%, man. I think that's lovely to hear, fam. Like someone like we got someone else's opinion, and you're saying that maybe by him opening up, maybe more people can encourage it. So how do you feel like with people like with that, like with athletes and entertainers, like much as yourself? I think we talk about you the next episode a lot more, but like just give us.
No, I'm happy, bro. I'm just happy to be here, bro.
You know, I'm happy. No, I'm happy because I'm happy, fam, for you to be here as well, fam. Yeah. And I think it's so nice to see you, blood, in person, innit? Because I think, like you're gonna hear a lot of things, man. I'm telling you right now, bro. Let me just end this video right now. If you want to see more of him again, you would like to see Robb in the next episode, hit the likes, comment, and subscribe, man. And please check out his socials as well, fam. His content is so lovely, man.
Yeah.
It's different. You know what? It's unique. As others, it's so different because all other people's content is all the same, but your one is different.
I'm getting people to challenge me.
Challenging you, we might do a little special challenge on him.
Do it, man. Here.
All right, man. Peace, innit? But how are you doing, man?
I'm all good.
Good, man.
I'm all good, man. So I was rushing around to get here.
Man.
Battery dying. So you don't believe in them, but aliens are a possibility.
Yeah, the possibility. Ghosts as well.
Ghosts, I always get confused with the ghost thing because I'm like, why are you